Hi, I'm Deb with Pinecone Press, and welcome to our Christmas in July. So, since Christmas is a season for holiday gift giving and joy, I want to first tell you about our gift to you. And with every order over $25, we will be giving you our explosion box. Now, our explosion boxes are the double layered with a base that will fold up and also a roll of our mini mag tape. Orders over $75 will get free shipping plus our explosion box and the roll of tape. We're going to do a quick little tour of some holiday items. Then I'm going to change the camera angle and show you some tips and techniques and fun little things that we have done with our kits. So with our explosion box, I'm going to show you a couple of new kits that we have. This one is our Christmas coupon explosion box, and it is just really fun because with the 8 pockets, then we have 8 different coupons that will go in there. Like this coupon is good for a special drink. This coupon is good for a day of fun. We have then expanded that, and we've then taken and made a cookie recipe explosion box. So with this explosion box, you have your 8 pockets again, and then you have your recipe cards, double-sided recipe cards that you can write your favorite holiday recipes in, and they'll pull out of the cards. Now the way the explosion box works, then you've got that center section area that you can then go ahead and wrap up some cookies and put right here into the center of that. And they'll fold up. Now this is our open side explosion box. So we have taken the 2 layers and made them the open sides with the lids. The base layer we have saved then for the little candy dish. And when you fold up the sides, you can make the candy dish, and it will actually hold almost 2 pounds of the little Starlight Mints. Simply take the base layer or a scored, and that folds up. You put a couple of rings in it, and that is how simple it is to make that little cute little candy dish. Always fun for some recipe albums. We've got a couple of great recipe albums. Fun little projects for the kids is sometimes you want just something simple to give to a teacher or a neighbor or a friend. This is just made with 1 sheet of our paper, and it is like a little hot cocoa goodie pocket holder. We have fun little gift card holder that opens up, place for 3 or 4 gift cards, and each of those little pages flip on that on our gift card holder. We have a hot cocoa, so if you want to give more than 1 package of hot cocoa, here's a little hot cocoa pocket holder, and that will hold several pockets of hot cocoa, and all the little pages flip forward on that. They come as a kit, and they also come as the blank. So as with all of our kits, all the base components come as the chunky blanks, or these are the paper blanks, and we over the years we probably have about 50 different of these blanks that make all these fun little project kits. Our gift card holder. Then with one of our blanks, we created the 6x8 album, and this is the Joy to the World collection from Graphics 45. Each of these pages has a page that flaps with that. So you've got a lot of pages, a lot of flaps on that one. 6x10 album, another 6x6. This is a countdown calendar album. So each page is for the day of December. So there's 24 pages in that, because typically in our Decembers, they're always chock full of events on every single day, and a great way to remember those. And our Christmas Woody, a new one from Echo Park. We have our Christmas Joy album, and a lot of these we are going to change our camera angle so that we can take a closer look and see what we have done with all the different pages of that. With the Joy to the World collection, we have our Believe banner, and with this extends out, you have about 55 inches, so it makes a beautiful banner for the top of the mantle or on your dining table. We also sell separately then the chipboard panels, and then the Believe die cut letters, and so many things that you can do with this heavy chipboard. We have a fun holiday decorating explosion, can I call it, because it has rolls of tulle, it has ribbons, it has glitters, it has chalk writers, just so many fun things to do with for your holiday projects, and we'll take a look at that later. So I'm going to turn this off, change our camera angles, and then we'll get going on a little project. Okay, now with the camera angle changed, let's take a closer look at our little recipe folio project here. This kit is just a great little project here. So we'll open up. We've got a pocket here for our recipe cards. This opens up, and then we have this waterfall element that is used to hold our recipe cards, and it is actually created with some envelopes. So let's go ahead and start the basic construction of this. It is a project that is created with our flat book blanks. So for those of you that just completed our kit with the 6 cards, and each of the cards we had a different fold on it, because this package contains actually 6 of the flat book blanks. So here is just another different fold with that flat book blank. So I have my flat book blank where I've got a 6-inch, a 6-inch, and a 5-inch piece. I'm going to add a score line on the left and the right side at a 1/2 inch from the original score line on the outer side of the original score line. So for those of you, if you don't have a scoreboard, just an easy way to add a score line is if you just use your trimmer. And I want to place this score line at the 1/2 inch mark, and then I'm going to add a score on the outside of that line, and then I'm going to add another score line on the outside on the other side at a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to put that at my 1/2 inch mark and just run my score line. So now I've added 2 score lines to my original flat book blank, and I can crease those. And that is going to give me that 1/2 inch pocket or channel that I'm needing to create our folio. So you see when that's all together, it gives you that really nice 1/2 inch channel. So there is plenty of depth there for your pockets and the envelopes. So I'm going to take my 4 envelopes, and what you want to do with each 4 of these is we are going to fold back the flap. So now that the flap is laying on top of the front of the envelope, and I have taken, and we want to line these up, and then we're going to line up. As you see, they're going to automatically just create a pocket right there with our little envelopes. Now when I get these 4 done and lined up, then thanks Alex, got a little blackie out of the way there. When I take the 4 and we're going to line those up, they can't be taller than 6 inches. So on there, because that is going to fit right into that center portion of that blank. Now I have folded these back, and I have already just measured from the bottom up 4 inches and put a little tick mark. I'm going to take my first envelope, and I did that on all 4 envelopes. I just put a little tick mark from 4 inches up from the bottom on all 4 of them. Now I'm going to take my first one, I'm going to set it aside. My next envelope, I am going to put adhesive on the 3 sides. So you're going to want to put adhesive in the side, and put adhesive across the bottom where there is already like that lick strip. You're going to then take your envelope and you're going to layer it on top of that first envelope. And I can just see my little pencil marks. Line up your pencil marks and press it down. Now that is going to create that first flap. So there is the flap from the first envelope, or from the second envelope, that is laying on top of the back side of that first one we put down. You're going to do the same thing with the next envelope. Lay it open flat. You want to put a little adhesive on the 3 sides. So you're going to put adhesive on the 2 sides and across the bottom where that flap strip is. Fold that down so it's on the back side. Again, line up your pencil marks. That is going to line up right there like that. So now I have flap, flap. I'm going to take now my 4th one and do the same thing. Put my adhesive across that bottom strip, fold it back on my other pencil marks, and that is just going to line right up there. So now I have my 4 envelopes that have stacked to create that waterfall pocket element that we want for our folio. I'm going to check it just to make sure. Okay, yep, it fits in there. I'm less than 6 inches tall. Now there's 2 ways we can adhere this into our folio. I can now go ahead and put adhesive on this whole back and stick it right down to the back side, and that will look like this. So I've put Put adhesive on that back side. You don't want to put adhesive on the front there, because that's it'll make it so it won't lift up. So again, where that lick strip is, you can already see the adhesive. That's the side that you want to use. Stick it right down there onto your folio. Or I find it sometimes maybe easier if you want to take it and our cute little paper that is the little sugar cookie cutouts. I just love this paper. So I have gone ahead and stuck that to the back side of that. So I've put adhesive on the front of the flap, stuck it to the back side. Now I can go ahead and adhere this right into my album. And then all four will flap up individually. And when that bottom envelope flaps open, you're just going to have this full 6x6 paper on there. And that is the basis of creating the little waterfall envelope pocket recipe card holders. So, and then this will fold and fold. Okay, let's take a look at our finished project here. Now that I have that done, now you are going to want to cover your envelopes. So look at your instructions, and it's all the cutting diagram is there for you. You can cut your papers, and you're going to cover each of your envelopes. You want to create a pocket with this paper here. So the pocket is already done for you as a border strip. Put that in, create your pocket. Got our sprinkles paper on the back, and then your pocket for more recipe cards. You want to cut 2 strips that are 3/8 inches wide. Go ahead and lay that down on there. Cover this side of it with a piece of paper in your area. Now if you want to just flip this whole thing over, you can see how easy it is. And then we've put our pattern paper on the back side of that. Again, cutting our 3-inch strip. And we just kind of went along and cut out our little ginger guys, put those right down there in that strip. So now when I have my whole folio covered, I now want to go ahead and set my eyelet. So with your Crop-A-Dial, you want to use the largest setting. You go ahead and punch a hole and put in your eyelet, and the eyelet is in the kit for you. And then go ahead and set your eyelet. You have a piece of this elastic band. Go ahead and you're going to take the 2 loose ends, thread that through your eyelet, and just tie a knot. I'm going to tie a knot. I think my strings are a little long here, so I want to cut my strings. So tie a knot, and you're going to come through. And you want to, when you do it, you'll have excess elastic in the kit, but you probably want to cut about a 12-inch piece, 13-inch piece of that, so that when it wraps around, it's tight enough that it will stay on there, but not so tight that it binds. And you're going to go ahead, tie your ribbons onto that, and you have got a really just simple, fun folio project.
Okay, we gotta put some.
Now taking a closer look at one of our Believe banners. This particular one is the one with the G45 Joy to the World collection. And as you can see, that there's a lot of elements to it, and we have a lot of depth and dimensions in that with the base layer of the chipboard panels. Then we pop dotted some of the elements, and then we double pop dotted the letters on this. So this is our banner. This one measures about 54 inches. Our other Believe banner, which is a little more cheerful and traditional, bright reds and greens, is I think about 42 inches. But with the chipboard letters, so with this particular kit, you will get your chipboard letters and also a set of die-cut cardstock letters. Now on these letters, so how we just achieve and get that little bit of glitter on it, well, you don't want really a harsh edge on that, on those letters. So what we want to do is with our stickles, we are going to take it and just, you want to put, just outline. Sometimes if that was on the edge, you could see how you'd get a really, really harsh edge on that. We don't want that. We just kind of want a smattering of the glitz neck to show through. So go ahead and just run that around, and then while it's still wet, you can just kind of move that glitter and glue around to where you'd like to get it. Now some of it's going to stick on the edges, it's going to highlight a little bit of the edges. Some of it's just going to be a smattering here and there. And that is just how you can create those fun little letters with just a little shimmer of that. Now we do sell the chipboard letters just by themselves, and it's a really heavy chipboard, so they take acrylic paint extremely well. So if you wanted to paint your letters, then spray them with glue, dust them with the glitter, you could make your letters whatever color that you would like. So that with the Believe banner. We then have, let's look at another kit that we're going to talk about a little closer, and that is our Christmas Joy album. So with our Christmas Joy album, this is with one of our 6x6 chunkies. Now we have a couple different versions of the 6x6 chunky, and this particular one is the one that is based out of our flat book blanks. That was the one that we were looking at with our recipe folio just a few minutes ago. So this one here, we have a flap on each of the pages. So each one of these sections we have done something different with that flap that we've either cut off and adhered. So this one we've attached a flap onto a flap that will open for us. The next one we did our flap, and we did a vertical flap onto the flap. So you've got this nice little action going here, and then we put another flap onto the inside of that flap. This one we took our piece and we put a flap on the top of that flap. This one we made a self flap, and that opens, and then this opens to reveal that page is in there, the hull. This one, we've added an extra score line. So on some of our pages, when we had that score line of of our recipe folio that we were working on, this one, instead of being the flap here straight, we took the 6-inch piece, added a score line down the center. So we're trying to create this fun little accordion that will open that way, and then it will open this way, and we've also adhered a flap onto the back of that. So this makes a really fun little Christmas album. This is our Christmas Joy album with the Echo Park paper. A couple of next projects we want to look at is these are the projects that are just so fun for the kids to do, that it is just really created with one sheet of paper, which makes this really a great little project, is that everything is right here for you. So like I said, a great kids project where they can cut out their front cover. You've got your pieces here to embellish, your little rickrack. Inside you make your pockets. You can put in a recipe for your spiced cocoa and then some cocoa in there. So this is a great little project. That papers are sold individually, or they do come in packs, 5 or 10, so that you can make these for your neighbors and for friends to give out. Another one that we looked at real closely was another little hot cocoa pocket, hot cocoa pocket little container here. So, and again, it comes for you very easy for the kids to cut apart and put in there. So that will come like that, and it'll flip, and you can do your packs of hot cocoa in there. We have this in the soft-sided, or we also have it in a hard-sided version. Something fun that everybody loves playing with, and since it's going to be our free gift to you, is remember that with any order over $25, we will give you a free explosion box and a little mini meg roll of tape. Now our explosion boxes do come in black, which is really fun with all the chalk writers and that. So we do have all the chalk writers, and in white, pink, silver, green, blue, purple, and that they absolutely write fabulously on our black explosion boxes. Also, we're going to be running out of time here. Our star cards, these are really a fun little project, that in this package of our star card blanks, that you get 5 of these pieces that will make up into the star card. So that punches out. They already come pre-scored for you. So with this particular kit, which is really fun, is that you can have 5 individual star cards, or if you go ahead and put all 5 of them together, it creates a round book. I know we need to have just a whole other segment of videos here, but that goes into there. As you can see, that gets adhered to there, and when you put 5 of those together, it does make a really great circle book, like I said, or you can have 5 individual cards. And the chalk writers write great on our black explosion boxes, our black honeycomb cards, our black star cards. Then we also, to end it up here, I'm going to show you a fun little holiday box. It comes with the chalk writers, it comes with glitter, it comes with the sparkle tool, and it comes with 20 or 25 yards of the fun holiday ribbons. So everything that you'll need in the bright greens and the reds, and that just makes it really a fun little package in there. You can see that on the website at pineconepressdesign.com. Remember, we did our little recipe portfolio. We have all of our black stuff. We had our explosion boxes we want to take a look at. So that opens up and the coupons pull out of there, and it's the double layer. And we then took the base layer and we made the candy dish out of that. So everyone, happy holidays, and thank you, pineconepressdesign.com, for our free gift to you and free shipping on orders over $75. Thank you.